Welcome back, everybody. Mark here. Glad to see you stopping by. We are up to the third part of my review series on the G.I. Joe Retro line. In case you didn't catch it, you can hit the first part, which is Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow from Wave 1. Part 2 is Wave 2, which is Destro, Roadblock, and Scarlet. And now we are doing Part 3, which is vehicle themed. The two vehicles we'll be talking about today, the Cobra H.I.S.S tank and the G.I. Joe All Striker. So let's jump right into it. All right, folks. Here's what makes G.I. Joe G.I. Joe. We all love the figures, but really G.I. Joe was originally about vehicles. And with this retro line, they decided to swing for the fences straight off by giving us the G.I. Joe Cobra H.I.S.S and the All Striker. So, first off, we'll start with the All Striker. It's right here. Classic card art. If you want to hook a G.I. Joe fan with retro, give us classic card art. It's amazing. This box is sturdy. This is unlike the individual figures on that flimsy cardstock, this is a solid box. And it looks so great. I saw this on the shelves, and it looked amazing. And it's so nice. Walmart exclusive once again. Comes with, in this case, crankcase, the All Striker driver. But yeah, let's take a look at this. It's wonderful how, I'm gonna get him out of the way for now. Slide this over so we can get a better view. Excellent. So yeah, front classic card art. Little pieces forward and above. Don't put this in your mouth. Side art, classic All Striker with crankcase driving. Look at that, just like the originals, man. This is awesome. You've got your file card for your collection. Again, they're keeping it multilingual with just a quick little blurb saying crankcase is a former race car driver who's at his best when the speedometer is redlined. Got your GIJoe.com down here in the lower corner. Your legalese. 2020 Hasbro. Doesn't really tell you much up here, but it definitely says, you've got your cannon up here. You've got this part that opens up. But yeah, it is, it's just great. Look at this. Look at that. Look how great that is. So yeah, moving on though. If Joe has a vehicle, that certainly means not too far behind is going to be Cobra with the Cobra H.I.S.S, their artillery tank. Once again, you've got Cobra Enemy emblazoned on the front. The Cobra H.I.S.S driver, same thing. The box art is just fantastic. You got Cobra Commander, you got a Cobra Trooper, and then the H.I.S.S tank driver. Just wonderful. Same thing for the side. Got a picture of the H.I.S.S tank. Once again, G.I. Joe Cobra Enemy. I am kind of surprised that they don't have it say, what is it? What's H.I.S.S stand for? High Speed Sentry, something to that effect. Geez, you'd think I'd be better at this. It doesn't actually say that anywhere. But yeah, we got the file card here. Moving forward, we got the file card with the updated picture of the H.I.S.S tank driver. Cobra H.I.S.S drivers are selected from the best and most evil of Cobra Command's thousands of yearly recruits. Wow, this is just fantastic. I mean, this box, I kind of don't want to open it, to be honest. It's so nice. But this wouldn't be a review if we didn't open it. So let's go ahead and open this one first. All right, so I figured with this I'd give you guys a view of what it looked like just directly out of the outer box so you can see how they've put this together. Everything's very compact, very, very close together. Obviously, shelves at stores like Walmart and Target are at a premium, so they have to condense everything down the best they can. So is my understanding. So we'll just pull these guys out real quick. Clearly, the H.I.S.S tank comes in multiple pieces rather. We have the treads I just pulled out. The upper tank I'm pulling out now, and the turret, canopy, and sticker sheet. So that is what's there, and behind it is actually nothing. This is actually completely empty behind the figure. So you can actually pull the figure out like that. And yeah, we'll jump into it, but I wanted you guys to see just how that is all in there together. So stay tuned and we'll put this thing together and do a review of it. All right, here we have it. The Cobra H.I.S.S tank with the H.I.S.S tank driver. So I quickly threw the stickers on it. The stickers came on a separate sticker sheet. Also came with the classic blueprints. Shows you how to put it together. On the back side tells you where the stickers go. So slap those on real quick and called it a day. Actually, I think I missed a set. I don't think I put those on. Oh well. It's okay. It's for customizing. You do it the way you want. So yeah, let's start with the tank itself. Really, I mean, it's the H.I.S.S tank. It's the same thing it's been for years. Classic black with red stickers. Fully functional turret as far as being able to turn 360 degrees. Aim up and down. Actually, you can only go 180 that way up to a 90 degree, and that's about it. So you don't get a full down motion. For those of you less familiar, there are peg holes on the back where you can put figures on. So just for example, you could put your Cobras in the back. They could be standing on it, should you choose. And interestingly enough, he is not wanting to go on that peg. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you could put people on the back. You got your other side mirrored. And then, of course, you've got the front of the H.I.S.S tank with the canopy that opens. I noticed that the plastic to do the canopy is very soft. So when I actually went to plug it in up here to put it in, it's very, very soft and occasionally pops right back out. Also makes it kind of difficult to close. Once you get that clip in that locks like you just heard, it's very nice. Again, if you're not familiar with the H.I.S.S tank, it's got rolly wheels on the bottom so you can move it forwards and backwards. There's what it is. Let's see what the date on this is. 2004 Hasbro. So this is a 16-year-old mold they're still getting mileage out of. This is not the original mold. This is one that was made later, but probably based off the original mold. So yeah, clearly, once again, you can open it up and look inside. You've got some detail in there. Single driver, clearly. And speaking of driver, that's who you get. This is at least 30% new mold. I don't remember because I don't have any H.I.S.S tank drivers anymore from the modern line. But this is definitely a new chess piece because the original was a piece that went over, I believe. The head sculpt is definitely new. It's I'm not sure about the arms. The arms look to be reused. I've seen that. Yeah, those are reused arm pieces from modern era figures. I've seen that before. The legs, the boots, while shiny, I believe these are still originally used on the original H.I.S.S tank driver that came out in the modern era, but well, maybe not. I don't know if he had that double knee bend or not. Back of the figure. Figures accessory. The lone accessory is the figure stand, which oddly enough just says Cobra Trooper. I figured it would have said H.I.S.S driver, so I'm not sure why they did that unless they plan on making a Cobra Trooper, and to save a few production dollars, they just gave everyone that's a trooper of sorts a generic stand. I don't know. But yes, this is in my opinion, a much better version of the H.I.S.S driver versus the one that came out in the 25th and modern era. But yeah, so as far as him fitting in here, I haven't actually tried this yet. Let's give it a go. So we turn him around, put him down in there, maybe bend his arms. Typical articulation at the elbows. They rotate, they go up and down. Hands bend. Legs I showed you already bend at the knee. And there we go. Put the canopy down. Try to get that thing to snap in. And There we go. You've got your H.I.S. tank driver inside his H.I.S. tank. And let's move on to the All Striker. Once again, just in case you wanted to see how this was put together, again, everything's really compact in there. You've got the turret and his figure stand. It looks like the antenna are in one plastic bag. You've got the wheels of the All Striker inside their own bag, and then the chassis, body chassis in its own bag, followed by the sticker sheet. And then, of course, you've got the figure off to the side. So let me get this put together real quick, and we'll come back and we'll do a quick little review / play around. Okay, and here we have it. Crankcase with his All Striker. And let me tell you, this was a lot of fun to put together. I'm not good at stickers, but I enjoy putting stickers on, and I had a blast putting this thing together and just reminiscing while I was doing it. So let's take Mr. Crankcase, get him out of the way temporarily, and we will dive right into this guy. So the All Striker, G.I. Joe's primary ground vehicle, at least it always was in my when I was playing as a kid. This is so much fun because just like the original, it's got the wheels actually turn in the front. It's not connected to the steering wheel, but it does turn. Definitely has the pseudo suspension, so you get that little ride as you're pushing it back and forth, especially if you go over bumps and stuff outside when you're a kid. Turn the cannon. Got some pretty good range of motion with that. The back, I did not realize this, and I don't know if it's just me not remembering ever taking it apart when I was younger or even as an adult, but the blueprints specifically called this out, and if I can get it open, I will show you. Never remembered this actually coming completely apart. I mean, either that or I've forgotten, but that is such a cool feature. Isn't that awesome? You could actually, like, you're sitting here in your make-believe world of G.I. Joe. When they're not in a combat situation, Crankcase just actually, working on the engine. Him and Clutch working together. So that's really cool. My wife actually came in here and I showed her that, and she's like, that is really cool. We're actually talking about buying one of these for my nephew. We think he'd really like it. Actually, might just give him this one. So cool. Stickers, the antennas. I was always confused when I was younger what this was for, and as an adult I realized this is actually what the passenger would aim at the enemies and control the gun on top. I never put two and two together. I always thought this was just controlled some other way, and finally figured out as an adult what it actually was. But I normally just took this piece off anyway. But yeah, this is the All Striker, and it is awesome. Wow, I should get a reward for my puns. Let's see what the date on this guy is. It's probably hidden under here somewhere. Look at that. 1985, Hasbro Bradley Incorporated, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. So definitely not much has changed with this guy over time. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the exact same mold, but it's interesting versus the H.I.S. tank we looked at that it actually, which was 2004, this is actually 1985. So they released this one a couple times. I think this version specifically is based on the tan one that came out in 85, because this was originally released in 82, 83, if I'm remembering correctly. And they made a couple of cosmetic changes, which I think one of them was actually, maybe now that I think about it, that piece that comes off the back. But yeah, so there's the All Striker, and the All Striker would not be complete without mentioning Mr. Crankcase himself. So Crankcase comes with what you see here, and including, as I mentioned earlier, a figure stand. Crankcase, the first G.I. Joe, in my opinion, to have a comb over. I don't think we've had one before that. My wife was looking at him and said he looks tired, and I can't disagree with that. He does have a tired look to his face, which I don't I don't mind. I mean, because this guy's, when he's not fixing vehicles, he's riding in them and trying not to get shot and trying to do shooting. So, yeah. But all he comes with is his helmet, fits over his head. My particular figure has some paint deco that's kind of, I don't know, the beard's kind of smeared a little bit, but it's not terrible. But yeah, crankcase. So let's get him inside. He's got the standard articulation, legs bend, elbows bend, arms twist. There we go. So let's just see if we can fit him in this all striker. Get him pursuing Cobra. Get him in there. I guess I could have said he does come with that web gear, but it was already on him, so I am not very good at making folks... Oh, I just slid his web gear off of him. So, okay, for the sake of imagination purposes, we're going to pretend he's driving more. There he is. Inside the all striker. What's that? Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, I know. I'm a dork. So there you have it, folks. The Cobra H.I.S.S tank with H.I.S.S driver. The All Striker with crankcase. This is great. First two vehicles for the retro line. Hasbro knocked it out of the park. You can't go wrong with either one of these two. These are staples in the G.I. Joe line. So I'm glad to see that Hasbro went with these. Can't wait for the second wave of vehicles to come out, which, if you don't already know, is going to be the Cobra Fang with Fang Pilot. I can't wait to own that. Fang was my favorite vehicle Cobra-wise growing up. So even more than the H.I.S.S tank, I love the Fang. It was so much fun. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you dislike, what you want to see more of. Gonna get another video up here tonight or tomorrow of something a little different with G.I. Joe. But yeah, look forward to that. And until then, have a good one.